Warning, this man may kill you.
What?
I want to watch Shepherd's Careful. No! Stop!
Yes, I am. I'll pull her out.
No!
These are the final moments of victims captured on camera before they went missing. It begins with a homemade video showing the final moments before a 14-year-old girl vanished. On October 12, 2011, 14-year-old Cheyenne disappeared, leaving behind a note telling her parents not to worry, that she loved them, and that they shouldn't search for her because she didn't want to be found. With no other leads, officers closed the case as a missing person matter. However, in early 2013, homemade videos Cheyenne had recorded resurfaced, casting suspicion on her stepfather.
Stairs. Oh, I mean, my stepdad, Terry.
You know, I'm really bored. I wonder if I got anything to do. Man. I know what I can do.
What?
I want to watch Shepherd's Careful.
Okay.
See, stop! Did I say you were in this? No, you weren't. Get away! Help! See how abusive? No, he's not abusive. No, stop!
Yes, I am. I'll pull her out.
No!
Alright.
See what I have to go through every day? Mister, I don't need stop! Whoa! That was fun. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. What the you double hockey stick? What are you doing in my room?
It's not your room, dumbass.
Get out of my room.
Touch me again, I'll break your fucking hands.
Warning, this man may kill you. Oh my god, yeah!
I think we should shoot you in the head.
Shut up.
Screw up.
No.
Detectives hauled Abbas in for questioning. After long, tense rounds, they wore him down, and he confessed.
You got your man. Hey, you got Tyrion's. Cheyenne is not with us. She was dark. Before I knew it, I was standing over her body. Last thing I remember, my hand was over her neck for some reason. Just over her neck. Doing what? Squeezing, I guess. But my life is over. It's been over for a long time. I just haven't faced reality. We'll work through all that.
Abbas admitted to years of abusing his stepdaughter, Cheyenne. When she threatened to tell her mother, he lured her out at night, strangled her, and buried her in a shallow grave near their home. He also confessed to making her write the farewell note found after her disappearance, saying he posed it as a prank to mislead investigators. Abbas was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. Next up, a chilling call recording captured the final moments before a woman who had accepted a free ride from a stranger went missing.
Yo, where are we going? You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez.
This was the last time anyone heard from 20-year-old Amber Tuckero. On August 18, 2010, while on vacation in Edmonton, Canada, with a friend and her 14-month-old son, she accepted a ride from an unknown man. When she didn't return that night, her friend reported her missing. For 2 years, there were no leads until police recovered and released a chilling phone recording of her voice from inside the stranger's car.
Where are we by?
We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont.
We're heading north of Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you f***ing kidding me? You better not take me. You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez. Yo, we're not going into the city, are we?
We're going.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Then where the f*** these roads going to?
50th Street.
50th Street. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yo, where are we going?
50th Street.
50th Street.
50th Street.
East, right?
East.
Over town.
Travel.
The man had lied to Amber Tuckerow, saying he was taking her to Edmonton, but instead drove her to rural Leduc County. Just 4 days after police released the phone recording, horseback riders found her remains in a bush, there later identified through dental records. To this day, the man on the call has never been identified, and the circumstances of her death remain a mystery. Next Street CCTV captured the final moments of a nursing student before she vanished on campus, later found murdered by an undocumented immigrant.
Okay, let's step over here. I don't want to tell you.
Jose Ibarra, and he went hunting for females on the University of Georgia's campus.
On February 22nd, 2024, 22-year-old nursing student Laken Riley from Augusta University went for a morning run but didn't return. After 3 hours unusual for her, worried her. 3 roommates traced her phone's location along her route, where they found one of her AirPods and signs of a struggle, prompting them to call police immediately.
Because our roommate went out for a run at 9. She usually runs like through Lake Herrick behind grad housing, and we haven't heard from her. And we all just got like service back, so we don't think it has anything to do with the outage. We went to go look to where her last location was, and all we found was an AirPod.
Okay, have you tried calling her since she just got service back?
Her family doesn't have AT&T, so the one with the power outage, so they had service the whole time, and her calls have been ringing through. We're just not getting answers.
And what's your friend's name?
The one, her name's Laken Riley.
This prompted a swift response from University of Georgia police, who found that Laken Riley's phone had sent an emergency SOS to 911, capturing disturbing sounds of a struggle in the background.
This is Clark 911. Hello, Clark County 911. Can anyone hear me? Clark County 911.
Yo Tango.
With signs of an attack, confirmed officers tracked Laken Riley's iPhone to its last location, set up a perimeter, and searched the area only to find her lifeless body, confirming their worst fears.
The university, I found it. Ma'am. Oh! I need EMS immediately to the location where the phone pings.
Police found Laken Riley's body, but all life-saving efforts failed. An autopsy revealed she died from multiple blunt force head injuries, brain bleeding, and asphyxiation. With her body recovered, officers now faced the heartbreaking task of informing her mother, younger sister, and roommates who had been desperately awaiting news.
Okay, let's step over here.
Come on, let's go. Come here, all right?
It's not good. I don't want to tell you yes or no because I don't have names. I don't know who anybody is. This is a pretty serious incident.
Given the brutality of the crime, officers launched an exhaustive search for Riley's killer. CCTV along her running route showed evidence of a struggle, 2 bloodied stones used as weapons, and signs she'd been dragged into nearby bushes where she was likely killed after resisting an attempted rape. Later footage captured a hooded man discarding clothing, gloves, and hair in a dumpster items that tested positive for Riley's DNA and blood. By stitching together multiple surveillance clips, investigators tracked the suspect to his home just a mile from where her body was found.
What happened there? What happened there?
The suspect was identified as Jose Ibarra, a 26-year-old undocumented immigrant with ties to a local Venezuelan gang, a criminal record, and multiple outstanding warrants. Officers noted unexplained scratches across his body and found photos on his phone showing him in the same hat and clothes from the day of the murder. And his DNA matched evidence from Laken Riley's body. CCTV also showed him trying to break into another woman's home that morning, suggesting he was actively hunting for victims. Jose Ibarra was charged and convicted of malice murder, felony murder, kidnapping with bodily injury, aggravated assault with intent to rape, aggravated battery, hindering an emergency telephone call, concealing the death of another, and peeping Tom.
I find the defendant guilty.
He was sentenced to life in prison. Next is a chilling incident caught on camera involving an attempted kidnapping. On Sunday, June 29th, a male suspect carried out a robbery at a local business. After seizing cash, he violently grabbed a female employee, dragging her out of the store against her will as she screamed for help. The woman broke free and ran, catching the attention of a nearby citizen who rushed to help and immediately called the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office.
How is he attacking her? Talk to me.
He's trying to put her in the...
The suspect fled after abandoning the kidnapping attempt, but was later seen driving recklessly. Following a high-speed chase, officers caught and arrested 31-year-old Tundor, now faces charges of kidnapping, robbery, and grand theft auto. Next up, police body cam captures moments before a girl went missing.
Gabby, Brian, okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
On August 12, 2021, Moab Police Department in Utah responded to a domestic violence call involving 22-year-old Gabrielle Petito and her fiancé, 23-year-old Brian Laundrie, who were on a 4-month cross-country vlog trip, seeing the couple physically assaulting each other.
I'm Brian. Gabby, Brian, okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues. I just quit my job to travel across the country, and I'm trying to start a blog. I just have a blog and stuff, so I've been building my website, so I've just been really stressed.
When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? What were you?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
Tell me what's going on.
Your she just gets worked up sometimes.
You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had a cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away. I'm not going to pursue anything.
There were visible injuries on both their hands, but neither Gabrielle Petito nor Brian Laundrie chose to press charges.
You're 22, right? So I'm choosing not to cite you today.
The officer chose not to arrest either Gabrielle Petito or Brian Laundrie, instead separating them. For the night, Brian stayed at a motel while Gabby remained with the van. They reunited the next day and continued their trip until August 27th, when Gabby vanished. On September 1st, Brian quietly returned alone to his parents' home in Florida after telling them Gabby was gone and that he needed a lawyer rather than alert authorities, and Gabby's mother eventually filed a missing person report on September 11th. With Brian refusing to cooperate and becoming the prime suspect, he and his family shockingly went on a camping trip, ignoring desperate pleas from Gabby's parents for answers.
Whatever you can do to make sure my daughter comes home, I'm asking for that help.
Our lives are falling apart. We believe you know the location of where Brian left Gabby. We beg you to tell us.
Police even pleaded with Brian Laundrie's parents for any information he might have shared, but they refused, keeping him hidden from investigators. On September 19th, Gabrielle Petito's remains were found in Bridger Teton National Forest. An autopsy confirmed she had died weeks earlier from blunt force injuries and manual strangulation. By then, Brian's parents had reported him missing, deepening suspicion they were helping him. On October 20th, police found Brian's decomposed body at Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park in Florida. He had taken his own life shortly after fleeing. A notebook beside him contained a confession to killing Gabby. With Brian dead and prosecutors unable to charge his parents, Gabby's family filed a civil lawsuit accusing the Laundries of withholding critical information. Under legal pressure, his parents admitted that on August 29th, Brian had called to say Gabby was gone and he needed a lawyer. They later agreed to pay $3 million to settle the lawsuit.
This is me, covering all my bases, making sure that if something happens to me or my family or all of us, that our assets are documented.
You do not know where she's at? Okay. What do you think has happened to her? Have I told you that you're a suspect? Well.
On December 7th, 2009, 28-year-old Susan Powell was reported missing along with her husband, Joshua Powell, and their 2 children. When officers searched their home, it was empty. That evening, Joshua returned alone with the kids, claiming he left Susan home while taking them camping during a snowstorm, a story that alarmed police investigators, found Susan's blood in the house, learned Joshua had filed for bankruptcy with over $200,000 in debt, and discovered he had emptied her retirement accounts. They also uncovered a letter and video Susan had left at work, saying, "If I die, it may not be an accident directly implicating her husband."
This is me, July 29th, 2008. It is 12:33 Mountain Time. Covering all my bases, making sure that if something happens to me or my family or all of us, that our assets are documented. Hope everything works out and we're all happy and live happily ever after as much as that's possible. Charlie, say hi. This is all stuff bought in a year or less through Home Depot on my credit. Josh bought a lot of stuff and then he had to bankrupt it. And then he bought a little bit more on my credit. And I had necklaces too. I don't know where those are. I got in a rage, as you can see, and broke this. There's studs and pearls and opals in there. Broke this and threw all my DVDs and made a mess because he was angry at me about a year or 2 back.
Joshua Powell then faced even more scrutiny when a co-worker testified that he frequently spoke about ways to hide a body, which prompted investigators to bring him in for questioning.
I don't know where she's at. Okay. What do you think has happened to her? I need you to tell me what you think has happened to her.
I don't think she would leave on her own.
Have I told you that you're a suspect?
Well, it's felt like that a few times.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. One of our detectives just interviewed your children. And your children are telling our detectives that Mom went with you guys last night. And that she didn't come back.
She did not go with us.
You could leave anytime anyways.
Yeah. I mean, let me think about it for a couple days and...
Your wife is missing, Josh.
Yeah, but I've already...
And you want to think about it for a couple of days?
I've already answered everything. I told you I would answer.
The interview only heightened suspicion around Joshua Powell, but with no solid evidence, he was released. He soon left the state with his kids, leading Susan Powell's parents to fight for and win custody, arguing the children weren't safe. On February 5th, 2012, during a supervised visit, Joshua pulled the kids inside, locked the door, and set the house on fire, killing himself and both children. Susan's parents later sued the state's Washington State Department of Social and Health Services for negligence and won a $98 million settlement.